My continual love of Seattle is growing daily, as you can see. Here we are at the Chinandon Locks today. Just gorgeous. In this part, you do have to kind of watch for goose excrement. It's a thing over here, but really nice place to just read a book, especially when the salmon are going in the right seasons. It's a beautiful place. 2024 is in full swing right now, seasonally in real estate. It's very active out there, and quite a change of pace for 2023, where things were a lot slower and you weren't seeing as many buyers out there and weren't seeing very many sellers hitting the market at all. We are seeing that. For example, my phone's been ringing with lots of sellers looking to sell their homes. This market is more appeasing to them with interest rates coming down and trending down. More buyers are out there, and also I think some of that's just sellers can't wait any longer. They've been in the home that hasn't fit them for some reason or other, and now they're hitting the market. Another big change that's happening in 2024 is that now all buyers have to use a buyer agency agreement when they're in the process of purchasing the home. This isn't a new apparatus. It's always been available. It just wasn't used very often. Some realtors lived by it, but most did not. So it's kind of new, and it has to be used. And so that's kind of the shakeup. One particular area that we're seeing changes in is the casual real estate apps that are used where, hey, I want to go see a home. I'm going to press a button, going to go, see it, go online, book it, meet whatever agent showing up, see the house, and move on with your life. Some of that's changed a little bit, as a buyer needs to be careful when they sign up that they aren't signing a buyer agency agreement to just go see a home when they didn't intend to actually work with that agent. So it requires a little bit more thorough, and always make sure you don't sign something that you didn't agree to with, because you could be forced to work with that agent if you were planning to purchase a home. So just be very careful of that. This requirement was brought about because of a lawsuit that happened in the Midwest, just outside of Kansas City, my hometown. Go Chiefs in the Super Bowl. But yeah, so a lawsuit happened where some agents, buyer's agents, weren't being thorough and honest about how commissions get paid and how they get compensated for their actions. So some agents might say something like, hey, my services are free to you. Since they come out of the seller proceeds, the seller pays for them. My services are free. Come use me to help buy your home. When in reality, the seller's side pays for that, and it's built into the price when they sell the home. So the services aren't free, but because of things like that, it's become a lot more needed for buyers to understand the process and how buyer's agents are being compensated. So this form has been added. It lists, how much the compensation will be to the buyer's agent. It lists for the term and the area that you're going to be shopping for. All those aspects. And if you purchase a home without signing one, there's a chance that agent may not be compensated for their efforts and what they brought to help you purchase the home. So it's a kind of a big change and shaking things up. So for me, myself, I've implemented the form into my process, and I like to go on a tour with a buyer, get to know them, find out if their timeline works with mine, and kind of all those systems going forward, and see if they'd like to sign it after a first tour. And that seemed to work well so far. I didn't use it in the past, but it's nice to have it all kind of spelled out, and also be able to explain my value and what I bring to the buyer's agent process. That wraps up a quick explanation of the new buyer's agency requirement in 2024 and beyond. I've noticed that there's been beautiful clouds, but there was a crane that flew by earlier. If you watch this video all the way through, it's been pretty nice. These locks are just a great place to take in Seattle, grab a bite, and just a great neighborhood out here. Again, if you have any real estate needs or questions, give me a buzz, send me a DM. I'd love to help you out and learn about what you're doing in the real estate world.